You know what, man? Every time I feel like I'm getting a little bored, little bit done with League, every time the community really drives me into a hole, makes me just not want to even play the game anymore. The company itself manages to impress me over and over again. This is the third time this has happened now, and fuck, man, if they could just clean up the community, this would definitely be one of the most. This would be my favorite game easily. I'd play this game more than a while, but unfortunately, they're not doing anything for the community. What we're talking about today is season 3. They just announced this today, 16th of January. So if you're checking this out now, there's going to be all kinds of links in the description. Check them out. One way or the other, I'm borrowing this image from Riot. They own it, obviously. So just a brief overview. Basically, what they're going to do here is they're talking about having certain leagues. Okay, it's very similar to StarCraft. That's the best way I could describe it. Describing it as StarCraft meets LoL, current ranking system is the best way to do it, I think. It's there's going to be rankings. You could read up on this is all their information, so I don't feel right just kind of showing it off. But overall, what we're talking about here is just the fact that they're going to have basically a static leveling system to go through while you're in the ranked system. Elo is not going to be the only thing that now dictates your progress. There's going to be 5 divisions, okay, throughout these multiple leagues, I guess is what they're calling them. Bronze through diamond, and then finally challenger, which is I guess the highest now. But you'll work your way up through divisions. Now the way it works, apparently, when you get wins and losses detract from this. Apparently, wins gain you something called league points, and once you've reached the cap of 100, you advance in your current division, which is once again the 5 sub charts of the overall 6 the 6 main divisions called leagues or tiers, or I don't even know what they're calling this, but either way, yeah, I guess tiers and then leagues is something, I don't know, but it's confusing as fuck, to be honest with you. But what I'm going to talk about today is what this is going to imply. Now, if you've played League of Legends ranked before, this is my biggest complaint about it. All right, and absolutely still a major complaint that I don't think is going to be fixed here. You fucking lose things for losing games. Like, how fucking... I understand losing a game is supposed to be a bad thing, but this is not a fucking game. This is not 1v1. You know what I mean? I did not completely lose a game on my own fruition. Skill-based games typically have some internal system to counteract fucking trolls and people diving your games. You know what I mean? And this happens all the time in League of Legends. So much so that I don't even I literally don't play the game anymore because of it. It's just not fun. It really isn't. If I'm going to play a ranked game, I want to play 5 people that I know have the same interests in me and winning. And unfortunately, I don't know 5 people that want to make a team already, a pre-made team. So I do like solo or duo queue, and I get fucking retards who don't want to help the team. They don't actually care about the win. I don't know why they even play. But this is a major factor in this game's community. And it's so bad that despite this game being one of the best designed video games I've ever experienced, that community is bad enough for me not to want to play it. So can this system fix it? Here's ways that it can help out, right? If you get fucked over and over again, those people are going to get weeded out of your league. Now, I guess it's really not that different in terms of that, because if you're losing, so are they. But hopefully, you're not losing as much as they are. I think that's the goal here. While the ELO system is still going to be in place, those people will be massively, you lose multiple games in a row, they're going to be dropping out of the league and the division or whatever, however it works. Now, they're saying you're not only going to be paired with those people, so obviously there's going to have to be something more in terms of matchmaking, but if they could just, I mean, fuck this system, seriously, if they could just don't bother with this and just put in a fucking system where you, like, before you join, you say, I want to play mid, that would solve everything, in my opinion. You don't need this bullshit. You just need some inherent communication before the game starts about who's playing what, so they actually stick to their role, instead of like, oh, nope, I top. Nope, I top. It's like, well, you know what I mean? Like, somebody has to make a concession here. We can't all play top, or else we lose. And You lose games because of that. And you concisely, you lose elo because of that. How absurd is that? You know what I mean? In my opinion, the ultimate fix for this is something very similar to Warcraft 3 system. I'm not sure, perhaps StarCraft has it as well, but basically there was, the win gave you so many points, but there was also a score for your, unit kills, gold amassed, lumber amassed, stuff, stats like that. So say we lost, but I had an exceptional game. Like, I played so fucking well that we should have won, but we still lost. I'll lose very little matchmaking rating because we lost. We still lost, so I should lose some, but I'll lose so little that it's like it's a reward. I played my ass off and I deserve to gain some, but because we lost, I lose. In fucking League, well, I got this feeder. He's literally like, he left the game, so we lose. That's it. 60 elo lost. Fucking back down to 1.8k. It's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible concept for a game like this. It works perfectly for cohesive teams playing against each other because you're assuming that they're all on the same page. If they're not, that's their own fault. But how do you have a random fucking queue game and not have a system to account for individual skills? This is not a fucking team game when you're playing with, random people. It's not. It really isn't. It's now an individual game. Who can carry the hardest and who could drive their team to victory, basically. So that's my rant. What do you think, though? This is an awesome system. I mean, at least they're doing something. Apparently, they're going to have, like, pro shit as well. I'm not even going to look at this because, obviously, this will never be me. But for those of you who are, quote-unquote, preparing for Season 3, I'll have 2 links in the description. You guys can check it out. I mean, this is their image, once again, as I said. Hopefully, nothing bad comes of me using it. But either way, I feel this is a system that is going to... it's going to change the game. It absolutely is. It's going to drive players to want to play ranked more, hopefully want to advance in their division. But I'm telling you right fucking now, if I get queued in and fucking retards don't want to jungle or shit, like don't want to play, and we lose games because of that, and I lose rating, I drop out of a league or something like that, I'm back to being done with it. Completely, that needs to be addressed, and they just will not address it because they are just making so much money from those kids buying skins and shit. But anyway, that's that. So fucking awesome. I'm glad they're doing shit. I'm glad they're making changes. Season 3 is looking to be great. I mean, they've already changed the meta game a bit, changed a lot of champions, new champion coming out. So fucking enjoy it, man. It's good.